In this video, I'm going to react to the absolute best restaurant in every American state. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. This is the place where I react to music, media, sports, anime, anything related to popular culture. I'll watch it with an open mind and give you my 100% honest reaction to it. And if you could please hit that like button early, I'd really appreciate it. Now, after a brief hiatus from my food reactions, well, kind of last week I still did a food reaction, but it was me actually trying American snacks, and it was quite fun, really. Even though I probably shouldn't have gone from sweet to savory to back to sweet to back to savory. Like, my taste buds were all over the place, but it was really awesome to finally try some American snacks and just to see the variety you guys have. Chewing that Jolly Rancher was a big mistake as well. I mean, that thing, it was like chewing a cinder block. It was ridiculously hard. But this video was recommended to me by, I think it was Laura. She told me that she was about to watch it, but she wanted to wait for me to react to it. Thanks so much, Laura. And, you know, I love videos like these because they, you know, if you, as someone who's not from America, it's good to know where to try and get to if you go to a particular state, right? You want to go to the best place, or at least the place where a lot of people regard it as the best. So yeah, this video should be a lot of fun. So let's go. This is going to be me reacting to the absolute best restaurant in every American state. Let's do it.
Finding a restaurant chain in the United States doesn't take much effort. To help you separate the best chains from those you should avoid with all of your might, we have meticulously pinpointed the absolute best
Avoid with all of your might. For some reason, that line just made me laugh.
Restaurant chain in each state. When Milo Carlton returned to Birmingham, Alabama, after serving in the United States Army, he used his experience as a mess cook to open a restaurant in 1946. More than 70 years later, Milo's is the place in Alabama to go for highly rated burgers, fries, chicken sandwiches, sweet tea, and more. Their most famous menu item is the Milo's Original Burger, which features a grilled beef patty,
Okay, so these are 3 burgers stacked on top of each other. I thought this was just one mega burger.
onions, pickles, and a secret sauce on a grilled bun. Milo's has 21 locations, all of which are in the state of Alabama. When you're in search of a dependable restaurant chain in the state of Alaska, nothing tops the Great Alaska Pizza Company. This pizza chain has 11 locations in the cities of Anchorage, Fairbanks, Wasilla, Eagle River, Palmer, and North Pole. Customers love all of their food, with the boneless wings,
those, like, let me see if I can find these. Oh, God. Oh.
Palmer, and North Pole.
These are my kinds of wings. I don't like wings that are, like, caked in sauce. You know, I want to be able to see, like, the crispy skin, you know, like, yeah, this right here is my kind of wing.
Customers love all of their food, with the boneless wings, cinnamon bites, and of course their pizza all getting particularly rave reviews. If you're looking to warm up quickly with some delicious food when you're in Alaska, turn to the Great Alaska Pizza Company. Bobby Q's restaurant is a chain in the state of Arizona that serves spectacular food that their loyal patrons absolutely adore. With locations in Phoenix and Mesa, this restaurant's primary focus is on the science of barbecue. However, while their barbecue dishes are great, Bobby Q's restaurant also has the best fried chicken in all of Arizona. Go to any of their locations and order with confidence, as you're sure to be rewarded with an outstanding meal. Slim Chickens was born in Fayetteville, Arkansas in 2003. Today, this fast-growing chain has more than 20 locations in Arkansas and dozens more across the nation. Their diverse menu features everything from a Cayenne Ranch chicken sandwich to mason jar desserts, from a buffalo tender mac bowl to
oh my God, that bowl of mac and cheese,
chicken and waffles.
Really
While their great chicken is obviously the main focus at Slim Chickens, they also have healthy salads and southern classics like fried okra. To say that Californians are obsessed with In-N-Out Burger would be an understatement. It's easily the most popular fast food burger joint in the state, considering how great the burgers are at In-N-Out Burger and the fact—
What makes the burgers so good at In-N-Out? Because, like, in all of these food reaction videos that I've done, In-N-Out is consistently mentioned as the best burger in California. I mean, is it the meat that they use? Is it the cheese? You know, what is it that makes their burgers, that sets them apart? I'd be quite interested to know.
The fact that the vast majority of these restaurants are located in the state of California, this state's obsession makes total sense. If you've never been to In-N-Out Burger, learn about their secret.
Those fries, though, oh my God.
Menu and be prepared to be blown away when you bite into one of their stupendous burgers. Garbanzo is a chain restaurant that serves Mediterranean food that was founded in the state of Colorado. Ordering your meal at Garbanzo is simple. You first pick your entree. Options include a stuffed pita, a plate, or a laffa. Then you select your protein, veggies, sauce, and sides. That's all you need to do. Garbanzo does the rest, and the results are reliably fantastic. Garbanzo has more than a dozen locations in Colorado and numerous cities including Denver, Boulder, Longmont, and Fort Collins.
Looks like a Mediterranean-y type dish.
Duchess is a restaurant chain that you will only find in Connecticut. They have 14 locations in the state where they serve American favorites such as cheeseburgers, chili dogs, and fries. Duchess has been around since 1956, and they're proud of the fact that they don't start cooking anything until it's ordered, which ensures the freshness of all their items. Customers in Connecticut give this chain glowing marks for their food and the laid-back environment at their restaurants. Way back in 1991, Wayback Burgers began life in Delaware in the city of Newark. As their name suggests, this place is known for their...
That is a good looking burger. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to McDonald's, like, and I see how the Big Mac looks on the, the advertisement board, it always looks like really neat and, attractive. Not in that, attractive in food terms. But when you get it, it's just all over the place. Like the burger's sticking out, the sauce is dribbling out. Still delicious though, but it doesn't look anything like it did on the advertisement.
Their burgers. The highly regarded Rodeo Burger features 2 beef patties, crunchy onion rings, multiple slices of cheddar cheese, and a generous amount of extra tangy barbecue sauce. They also have mac and cheese bites, chicken tenders, nachos, and other goodies that will satisfy your appetite when called upon. Wayback Burgers can be found in Delaware in many cities, including Dover, Milford, and yes, the original restaurant in Newark. If you travel to Florida just to visit PDQ, no one should think you're crazy. PDQ is without question one of the best chicken chains in the country. They have mouth-watering chicken tenders and a fried chicken sandwich that is among the finest in the nation.
Really
PDQ,
good.
which they say stands for People Dedicated to Quality, has begun to expand to other states, but it's still predominantly a Florida chain. Try this place once and you'll be hooked. The first Waffle House opened its doors in 1955 in the city of Avondale Estates, Georgia. While you can now find this restaurant in 25 states, Georgia remains the epicenter of all of Waffle House's goodness. In fact, Georgia has 438 locations, more than twice as many as any other state. The city of Atlanta alone has a mind-boggling 132 locations. Waffle House not only has the best waffles, they have made-to-order hash browns and a number of other fantastic food options. Zippy's has been an iconic food destination in Hawaii since 1966. Their
Zippy's, yeah, I think I've heard of this one.
diners serve comfort food with a Hawaiian flair. The most famous and most popular thing on their menu is the Zip Pack. It comes with fried chicken, breaded fish, terry beef, a slice of Spam, and rice. Zippy's, which has more than 20 locations in Hawaii, also sells in excess of 100 tons of chili each and every month. There's simply no other restaurant chain in the state that is even in the same league.
100 tons of chili.
I love this burger, it's so delicious.
Big Judd's has multiple locations in Idaho, so no matter if you're in eastern Idaho or western Idaho, you're...
Holy smokes, look at the size of that burger. Literally looks like that. Huge. You probably need a knife and fork for that one.
never too far away. This place is always worth the drive, as they are home to the state's best burger. The Big Judd Special is a ginormous burger that comes with 16 ounces of beef, along with your choice of high-quality toppings. Once featured on Man vs. Food, Big Judd's has impressive reviews to match the impressive size of their burgers.
I just don't know if I could finish that. And I can eat a lot when I want to, but I probably need 2 sittings to finish that burger. Yeah.
Harold's Chicken Shack has become an institution in Illinois over the last 70 years. An entrepreneur named Harold Pierce started this restaurant in 1950 in Chicago, and it didn't take long for his place to become very popular. Today, Harold's Chicken Shack sells a variety of tasty poultry options, including fried chicken, wings, tenders, and giblets. Reviewers can't stop speaking about the greatness of their chicken. Shoop's Hamburgers came into existence in 1948. That's when Alan Shoop opened his first burger joint in Hammond, Indiana. Now, there are a dozen locations of Shoop's Hamburgers in Indiana. This award-winning restaurant has a legendary burger called the Mickey that has a juicy beef patty and a pair of American cheese slices that are perfectly gooey. Shoop's Hamburgers gets outstanding grades, with many patrons...
Are these grits? Or is this like a mushroom sauce?
lavishing praise on their soups in addition to their burgers. When you're in Iowa, you can't go long before a local tells you about the greatness of Maid-Rite. This restaurant chain has a history that dates back to 1926. That's when Fred Angel opened his first restaurant in the city of Muscatine. Currently, there are more than 20 Maid-Rite locations in Iowa. If you don't know what to order, go with the original Maid-Rite. This is their most talked about sandwich that features loose ground beef. It gets immaculate reviews. When you're in the state of Kansas and you require the most flavorful barbecue around, head toward Joe's Kansas City Barbecue. The duo behind this chain has won countless barbecue contests, and their restaurants get excellent reviews.
Oh my God, look at that. Look how rich and dark that sauce looks. I bet you that is just full of flavor.
Views. Favorites on their menu include the beef brisket barbecue sandwich, the full slab of ribs, and the smoked
Those ribs, I need to see them again.
barbecue sandwich, the full.
Wow. I had ribs the other day at Bodine's Texan restaurant. I got a little video of that. I'll probably release it soon. And I mean, just so good. Like Texan ribs are just so good. They might have been from Kansas, the Bodine's restaurant. I'm not sure, but delicious.
Slab of ribs, and the smoked chicken dinner. Joe's Kansas City Barbecue has 4 locations, all of which are in the state of Kansas. If you're not in Kansas, you can order their food online and get it shipped to your doorstep.
Oh, wow.
The first Fazoli's restaurant opened their doors for the first time in 1988 in Lexington, Kentucky. Even though they now have over 200 locations, they're still headquartered in Lexington and remain a local favorite. Fazoli's is an Italian restaurant chain that is known for their freshly prepared pastas, breadsticks, and marinaras. If you're feeding a large group, you can't go wrong with any of their family meals, particularly the fresh tossed and oven-baked duo. This yummy meal consists of your choice of 1 oven-baked pasta, 1 fresh tossed pasta, and 8 of their glorious breadsticks. Raising Cane's started when a man named Todd Graves
Raising Cane's. I've heard this in a movie or something, or a song, like it was referenced. It must be quite popular.
had the unshakable dream of opening a restaurant dedicated solely to chicken fingers. After ignoring naysayers, saving his money, and getting a loan, he succeeded in opening his dream restaurant in Baton Rouge in 1996, near the campus of Louisiana State University. Now, Raising Cane's is one of the fastest-growing chains in the nation, thanks in large part to their award-winning chicken fingers and their ridiculously cheap Texas toast. Otto is a relatively new pizza chain that is already making big waves in Maine. Since opening in 2009 in Portland, they've used high-quality ingredients and creative pies to become a favorite pizzeria in the state. This highly regarded restaurant chain has a number of scrumptious pizza pies on their menu, including the margarita pizza with fresh basil and Roma tomatoes, the mashed potato, bacon, and scallion pizza.
Mashed potato on a pizza? Wow. I'm not sure about that one, because I'm not sure if because what happens to the mash when it goes in the oven, or is the mash covered in cheese? Because I would imagine the mash must get really dried out and quite gritty. But then again, I would never know until I've tried it.
And the sriracha chicken and avocado pizza. Otto has 7 locations in Maine. With locations in the cities of Baltimore, Aberdeen, Frederick, and Glen Burnie, it's no wonder that seemingly everyone in Maryland is in love with Chap's Pit Beef and gives it great reviews. The history of this barbecue chain restaurant dates back to 1987 in Dundalk, Maryland.
God.
Their sandwiches are so good that Guy Fieri was full of praise when he tried one on an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Wow! Welcome to Baltimore.
When in doubt, go with the pit beef.
Holy, look at all of that meat. And the onions, the sauce, just the perfect combination.
Beef sandwich with the knowledge that you may fall head over heels for this epic sandwich. Tasty Burger is Boston to the bone. It was born in the capital of Massachusetts in 2010, right behind Fenway Park, and 4 years later, it was named the official burger of the hometown Boston Red Sox. Today, Tasty Burger still gets fantastic reviews and has 5 locations in Boston. The Big Tasty is their most famous burger. It comes complete with cheese, tomato, lettuce, onion, pickle, and a special sauce.
good-looking
If you're
burger.
planning to catch a baseball game,
look
go with
at
their all-beef
that.
dog and
Look
consider
at
adding sauerkraut, chili, or cheese sauce. Flint, Michigan is the home of Big John's Steak and Onion. In 1972, that's the city where John E. Klobuchar opened his first restaurant and wowed customers with the sandwiches that featured thinly sliced ribeye steak along with grilled onions on an Italian roll that was freshly baked. Nearly 50 years later, that same sandwich, now called the original Steak and Onion, continues to be loved by patrons. Big John's Steak and Onion has 16 locations, all in the state of Michigan. My Burger is routinely described as having the best burgers in the Twin Cities. This restaurant chain was founded in 2004 in Minneapolis, and all 7 locations are in the Twin Cities area. The original with mustard, ketchup, sweet pickles, and fried onions is their most popular burger. My Burger also gets glowing reviews for their non-beef burgers. You can order a just as good burger, and the patty can be grilled.
Yeah, after this, I'm going to get a burger. Honestly, it's like, these kind of videos are the worst to watch when you're trying to, like, you know, stay trim and in shape, because they just make me desire like the biggest burger I can find. Oh, I mean, how can you look at that and not want to eat a burger? I mean, is it even possible?
Chicken, crispy chicken, turkey, fish, veggie, or a patty made by Impossible Foods. 2 brothers, Ed Ward and Richard Ward, launched Ward's in 1978 in Mississippi. Fast forward to today, and there are more than 24 locations, most of which are in the state of Mississippi. While fans say they have the best burger of any chain restaurant, this place is more than their scrumptious burgers. They're also famous for their homemade root beer that comes in a frozen mug, and their chili, which is also made fresh in each restaurant. If you love Arby's for their delicious roast beef sandwiches, you deserve to try Lion's Choice at least once. This place opened in Baldwin, Missouri in 1967. Arby's, to compare, opened in 1964. It's been serving roast beef sandwiches since their very first day. Their sandwiches are made with 100% top ground beef and are slow roasted for 3 hours. Many customers insist that Lion's Choice has way better roast beef sandwiches than what Arby's offers. Try it next time you're in Missouri to see if you agree. The Pickle Barrel pulls no punches when comparing their sandwiches to those from Jimmy John's and Subway. They say their sandwiches are 5 inches longer, 3 times heavier, and have twice the flavor. Those are some powerful claims, but the Pickle Barrel does get outstanding grades from their patrons, so they must be onto something. This sandwich shop opened in Bozeman, Montana in 1975 and has consistently been voted.
Look at the thickness. Look at all of that. Ow.
As having the best sandwiches in the area. Runza traces back its history to 1949. That's when their first location was opened in Lincoln, Nebraska. Their world-famous Runza sandwich is extremely unique. Fresh baked bread completely wraps around the seasoned ground beef that's mixed with a generous amount of onions and cabbage. It may sound odd, but it's wonderful. Another oddity that Runza helped popularize is eating cinnamon rolls with chili. Even if you think it sounds gross, it won't take you long to agree it's a
cinnamon rolls with chili? Yeah, I'm a pretty adventurous eater, but I think that combination might be a step too far for me, just because the cinnamon roll, you know, it's got all the cinnamon, the sugar, and chili's got all of the savory flavor. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, let me know if any of you have tried it. Let me know if you like it or not, because I don't know about this one.
Match made in culinary heaven. Back in 1982, a PT's Pub opened in Las Vegas. As the company grew, their pub started selling food and became known as taverns. Today, there are 60 PT's Taverns in Nevada, and they all get high marks for their food and service. On their menu, you can find yummy food such as baked soft pretzel bites, golden wings, and the Angry Burger with sriracha bacon, guacamole, pepper jack cheese, tomato, and a ranch dressing that is surprisingly spicy. And don't fret, all their taverns have a wide array of alcohol, from beer to the hard stuff. A cheese salesman named Phil Pagano opened a sandwich shop in 1959 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, with the idea to offer only one sandwich. Patrons nicknamed him Mo, and it didn't take long for the Mo's original sandwich to explode in popularity. While there is now more than one sandwich on their menu, the original is still the showstopper. It has mild salami that is expertly cooked, along with provolone cheese and your choice of veggies, dressing, and bread. Ratings here are high, and there are more than a dozen locations in New Hampshire.
I mean, selling only one sandwich would be the ideal, you know, thing for a shop or restaurant owner, because you can just mass produce that same thing quickly, get them out, make them, get them out. You know, you haven't got to like set up multiple workstations for the different items, different, you know, things for sale.
The origin story of Jersey Mike's begins in 1956 on the Jersey Shore. From a humble start inside of a nondescript storefront, Jersey Mike's is now a nationwide phenomenon with locations from sea to shining sea. In New Jersey alone, there are more than 100 locations. Jersey Mike's has won countless awards for their sub sandwiches, and their menu has a variety of cold subs, hot subs, sides, and desserts. Started by Blake Chancellor, a World War II veteran, in 1952 in the city of Albuquerque, Blake's Lotta Burger is most famous for their—
Wow, that is a huge burger. Look at the thickness, the girth on that thing.
Lotta burger with green chili and cheese. In fact, National Geographic named it the best burger of its kind in the entire United States. Even if you've never been to New Mexico or any of their more than 50 locations in the state, you might know Blake's Lotta Burger for being in Breaking Bad.
What?
Sheehan Famous Foods was opened in 2005 in New York City, in a tiny stall inside of a shopping mall in Flushing, Queens. Their goal was to serve authentic food like you find in Sheehan, China. With the help of numerous family recipes, their vision has become reality. You can find Sheehan Famous Foods in Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn in a total of 9 restaurant locations. This place gets exquisite reviews, with favorites on their menu that include the cold skin noodles, the spicy cumin lamb burger, and the spicy and sour spinach dumplings.
That looks good.
Cookout is a restaurant chain that started in Greensboro, North Carolina in 1989. On their extensive menu, you can find hearty food like burgers, corn dogs, and fries prepared Cajun style. While all that food is well worth your money and will thoroughly satisfy your taste buds, don't you dare miss out on their shakes. Their blueberry cheesecake shake is especially great. Fargo, North Dakota is the birthplace of Burger Time. Since opening their restaurant for the first time in 1987, this burger joint has spread across the Midwest, including 3 additional locations in North Dakota and the cities of Bismarck, Grand Forks, and Minot.
I love the North Dakota accent. It's probably one of my favorites in America. It's really like a distinguishable, like once you hear it, you like instantly know like where that person's from. Dakota.
North Dakota's best restaurant chain has burgers and other goodies. Gold Star launched in 1965 when the Daoud brothers, whose family came from the country of Jordan, purchased a restaurant. Their mission was to perfect Cincinnati-style chili, and soon Gold Star Chili was born. This stuff gets constant praise and is something you should definitely try the next time you're in this part of the country. You can get Gold Star Chili on numerous items including hot dogs, spaghetti, mac and cheese, burgers, and fries. Gold Star has 5 locations in Cincinnati and many more in the surrounding area.
Gold Star Chili.
The flavor of Cincinnati.
If you've ever spent any time in the state of Oklahoma,
Oh, that's a great looking flavor of ice cream. It looks like raspberry, maybe blueberry, something like that.
you know all about Brahms. This place, which came to life in Oklahoma in 1968, has dozens upon dozens of locations in the state. In Oklahoma City alone, there are 18 locations. Brahms is primarily known for its ice cream, which you can get in a cone or as part of a banana split, sundae, shake, or malt. They also have mixes that are similar to Blizzards from Dairy Queen, but Brahms is more than desserts. Their menu includes a variety of highly regarded burgers, chicken sandwiches, and breakfast items. It's been said that Burgerville has the best cheeseburger in the world, but you might not even know this restaurant chain exists unless you live in the Pacific Northwest. If you happen to live in Portland, Oregon, where there are 24 locations within 13 miles of the city, you know all about this burger joint. Burgerville opened in 1961, and they have successfully carved out their niche by locally sourcing their ingredients and making sure their beloved burgers are always fresh. As you could probably assume by their name,
It's blowing my mind how many restaurant chains there are in America. It's just insane. I mean, here you've got the big guys, you know, McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Five Guys is starting to come over, but really that's it. Like, obviously we've got other places like a Gourmet Burger Kitchen, Gauchos, but like, I don't think we've got anywhere near the amount of options you guys have. But then again, that would make sense considering you guys are so much bigger. But I mean, you guys probably have like 20 different restaurants for each one that we've got over here. It's just insane.
Quaker Steak and Lube is an automobile-themed restaurant chain that has an obsession with muscle cars. Their first restaurant was born in Sharon, Pennsylvania, inside of a vacant service station back in 1974. But while their theme makes each visit enjoyable, it's their fantastic food that will keep you coming back. The wings at Quaker Steak and Lube are so amazing that they were once named the best wings in the country. Today, they have a dozen locations in Pennsylvania and serve steak burgers, seafood, sandwiches, and more in addition to their famous wings. Providence Coal-Fired Pizza gets excellent reviews for their handcrafted pizzas that use locally sourced, fresh ingredients. Besides Providence, this pizza place also has locations in the Rhode Island cities of North Kingstown and Westerly. Unlike most pizza joints, these restaurants have an upscale environment to match their gourmet pizzas. While all their pizzas are top-notch,
look at
the Sausage
that.
Supreme will make your mouth water at first sight. Russia's long and storied history can be traced back all the way to 1940 to a dairy farm in South Carolina. At the time, their restaurant was one of the few in the entire country that offered drive-thru service. Today, Russia's is still serving great food through their drive-thru windows in their 9 locations, all of which are in South Carolina. On their menu, you can find many American classics like chicken sandwiches, burgers, fried chicken, chili dogs, and fries. The Millstone has 3 locations in South Dakota, 2 in Rapid City and 1 in Spearfish. Their story began in 1981, and they've slowly grown to become the best restaurant chain in the state, hands down. While they are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, breakfast is when this restaurant really shines.
Wow. That's it's a good looking combination. You got your ribs, you've got your fried chicken, you've got your little kind of potato thingies there. What are these called? Like croutons or something? Just a nice looking plate of food.
The hungry man's skillet will fill you to the brim with French toast, bacon, eggs, and hash browns. No matter what you order, be sure to get a Millstone famous caramel roll. It's fabulous. The whimsical logo and the eccentric architecture of Pal's Sudden Service will catch your eye, but it's their stellar food that will steal your heart.
way.
Inspired by McDonald's, Pal's Sudden Service opened their doors in 1956 in Kingsport, Tennessee. They now have 30 locations, most of which are in Northeast Tennessee. On their menu, you can discover deliciousness like the Big Pal Burger, the Gravy Biscuit, and the unique yet delicious chipped ham sandwich made with thin slices of ham, along with pickles, lettuce, and mayonnaise. The love for Whataburger in the state of Texas is almost scary. In fact, it's not much of a
What's better, Whataburger or In-N-Out? Let me know, anyone who's tried both of them, which did you prefer? Whataburger or In-N-Out?
stretch to say Whataburger classifies as a religion in the Lone Star State. From their first location in the city of Corpus Christi in 1950, Texas now has nearly 700 of these orange and white restaurants. While all their burgers are as good as the hype would lead you to believe, their honey butter chicken biscuit is truly legendary. Arctic Circle's claim to fame is that they invented fry sauce more than 6 decades ago. While they don't say exactly how it's made, it tastes like a combination of mayonnaise and ketchup with a dash of lemon juice. The first Arctic Circle opened in Salt Lake City, and they now have 37 locations in the state, and their reviews are consistently really good. Favorites from their menu include the halibut and fries made with 100% real halibut, their above-the-rim shakes, and their yummy corn dogs. Grazer's has multiple locations in Vermont. Their inventive menu and friendly staff make dining here an extremely pleasurable experience. The steak and cheese egg rolls are rolled by hand and filled with sliced steak, caramelized peppers, grilled onions, cheddar cheese, and sriracha aioli. The poke nachos use crispy wontons as chips, and they're topped with tasty ingredients that include ahi tuna, diced jalapenos, avocado slices, tomatoes, and cilantro. Even if you just opt for a burger, you'll be thrilled.
The food at this place looks really nice. Like, it looks like, you know, your typical burgers, nachos, but just taken up a notch, you know?
The very first Biscuitville opened up in 1975 in Danville, Virginia. Skip ahead to today, and you can find these restaurants throughout Virginia and even into North Carolina. As you'd expect from an eatery known as Biscuitville, biscuits reign supreme at this place. All of their wide selection of sandwiches are served on biscuits. Try their Ultimate Country Ham Biscuit, and you may never go back for another Egg McMuffin again. While it may be a bit confusing, Taco Time Northwest and Taco Time are 2 separate companies. Taco Time Northwest is based in the state of Washington, and there are 80 locations in Seattle and the surrounding area. Founded in 1962, they've been blessing Puget Sound with highly rated Mexican food for decades. As you would expect, they have hard tacos, soft tacos, and burritos. Be warned that they serve their meals with what they call tater fries. While that's not exactly an authentic Mexican side, your taste buds won't complain at all.
We really need more Mexican places here, honestly. Like, I know that Taco Bell isn't really classified as a Mexican restaurant, but I mean, apart from Taco Bell and Chipotle, and I'm trying to think of any other ones, but I think that's it. That's really all we've got. Like, there's a massive gap in the market in England for like a big Mexican, high quality Mexican food chain. I think it would do really well.
Tudor's Biscuit World thinks there's an argument to be made that they invented the biscuit sandwich. While it's difficult to tell whether or not that's accurate, they've been selling biscuit sandwiches since at least 1980, when they opened the first Tudor's Biscuit World in Charleston, West Virginia. Their list of biscuit sandwiches is a lengthy one, with delicious-sounding options such as the Duke with egg, bacon, potato, and cheese, and the Peppy with melted cheese on top of pepperoni. Culver's is one of the hottest names in the fast food world right now. They are not only the best chain burger restaurant these days, they have the finest fast food onion rings and delicious cheese curds. All of Culver's greatness can be traced back to their first location in Sauk City, Wisconsin, which was opened in 1984. That's where their famous butter burgers were first sold. To this day, they source many of their food items from dairy farms in Wisconsin.
Nice.
In 1968, in Cheyenne, Wyoming, Taco John's started life as a tiny taco stand. Since those forgettable early days, Taco John's has grown into a chain that has
Forgettable early days. I love how this narrator just subtly throws shade. She just sneaks it in there.
nearly 400 locations, from their meat and potato burrito to their street tacos, and from their stuffed grilled taco to their cheesy quesadilla. You are sure to find a Mexico-inspired food item that will thrill your taste buds. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more.
As expected, I am absolutely starving. You might have noticed throughout that video, I was taking several sips from this just because I find that, because I drink quite strong tea, that it kind of helps me like control my appetite. I was getting so hungry during this video. Just so much stuff looked really, really good. Like so Whataburger and In-N-Out obviously were two highlights, but there was also the slim chickens, I think was good as well. There was one place that the place that I said that did all of the burgers and the nachos, but to like the next level. That place was really nice. Just so many options. It's honestly incredible how many options you guys have. I can see why, so many people in America might have problems like keeping slim and stuff like that, because if I lived there, I'd probably be the same as well. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and keep throwing the recommendations my way. I know I say it all the time, but they genuinely help me out, because if I know you enjoyed watching something, I'll definitely enjoy reacting to it. So like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, keep throwing the recommendations, and I'll catch you in the next one.